Today I want to talk about the supplement called Dreamleaf. This is perhaps the most requested video of late on my channel. Loads of people have been asking me, have you tried Dreamleaf? Does it work? And so I wrote a message to the people at Dreamleaf and I said, look, I'm interested in this, it sounds interesting to me, and a lot of my viewers have requested I review it. So I asked if I could get a sample of it to try. And they were kind enough to send me a sample of it, as well as a sample of something called Choline, which is a sleep aid supplement that they do. I haven't really tested out Choline yet, I've only tried it once, and so I want to try it some more before I make a video on that. But I have tested out Dreamleaf for a little bit over 2 weeks now. I think it's around a little bit over 2 weeks. Well, it's hard to say the exact number of days because there were a couple of days where I just didn't take it because I didn't want to go through the process of waking up in the middle of my sleep to take the second pill and so on. I'll get more onto that in a minute. But yeah, so I tested it out for around 2 weeks and I wanted to talk about the results. So first of all, the way it works is you get given these 2 pills. Obviously in an actual bottle there are, I believe, 60 pills, so there are 30 of each kind, and you basically take 2 a night, but you take specific ones each night. You take 1 blue pill and 1 red pill. And you take the blue pill before you go to bed, and then you sleep for 4 hours, wake up at an alarm, and then take the red pill and go back to sleep. So I actually experimented with multiple ways of doing this. I experimented with that way that I told you about, which is a standard way that they recommend to do it, where you take the blue pill first, sleep for 4 hours, wake up, take the red pill and go back to sleep. I tried that out. I also tried just taking the blue pill before sleep. And I also tried just taking the red pill before sleep. And I also tried sleeping a little bit less and a little bit longer before waking up to take the red pill. So I'm going to give my thoughts on which of those worked best, and also what I think of both the pills, individually, and just generally what this supplement does. So first I want to talk dream recall. I actually picked perhaps the best time to try this out because I had gone through a dry spell, not just of lucid dreams but of regular dreams. I hadn't been journaling for a little bit, and so I wasn't remembering any dreams whatsoever. And so I thought, what a great time to actually try a dreaming supplement, because in my past experience I've only tried a couple of dream supplements and they were taken together at the same time, so I can't differentiate the two. But when I took those, one of the things I noticed was my dream recall shot up massively, and so I was very, very curious if that would happen again here. And sure enough, it did. I remember the first night that I took it, I didn't have any lucid dreams, but I remembered several dreams already after not remembering any dreams, like almost the entire week before that. Now another thing that I noticed about these dreams, both that night and the other nights of this experiment, was that my dreams take on a more kind of weird quality. They're more serious and they're kind of more deep. Normally I kind of have these really light-hearted, just silly dreams, but these are more like an episode of a show, some like Game of Thrones, something like that. There's kind of a serious element to what was going on in them. A little bit darker in nature, I would say, but not like scary dark, just like there's kind of some grim themes in some of those dreams. I don't know if, the themes of the dreams was related to the supplement itself or if that was just a coincidence, but that's what I noticed. And I do believe that some people report this with Mugwort, which is one of the things that is in the blue pill. And I do believe that seems accurate because it did seem like something that was more produced by the blue pill. When I only took the red pill, I didn't notice this same effect of these kind of weird, darker dreams. But with the blue pill, I did notice that even when I took it on its own without the red one. Dream frequency in general seemed to be increased, and I remember having lots and lots of dreams some nights. So many dreams that I kind of don't remember most of them. So it actually improved the aspect of recall where I remember having the dream more than it improved it enough to actually remember the full content of some of my dreams. And part of this is because of the aspect where you get up in the middle of the night and so on and go back to sleep. Because a lot of the time I would remember, say, a couple of dreams, 2 or 3 dreams maybe, when I woke up to take the red pill, then I would go back to sleep, and then I would remember several dreams, wake up again, fall back asleep, remember several dreams, wake up again, and when I woke up the last time at the end of the night, I would really only remember those last few dreams. And so if I was too tired to write the earlier ones down, then I only got like 2 or 3 dreams written down, even though I had like a total of, say, 9 or something over the night. So what I do suggest, if you're trying out Dreamleaf, then I suggest when you actually wake up to take the red pill, write down your dreams. Now the reason that I didn't do this, and some people might not want to do this, is I find it very, very hard to get back to sleep if I've slept a decent amount of time, like anything over 3 hours. If I wake up it's very, very hard for me to get back to sleep. So I didn't want to be up any longer than I needed to, so I just skipped the dream journaling and said, okay, I'm going to forget these dreams and I'm just going to remember the ones at the end of my sleep. And that was fine because I still remembered multiple dreams every single night, so it was alright. But, you know, if you do care about those dreams and you don't have trouble falling back asleep, then note those dreams down when you wake up. So what about the question that everyone is surely asking right now? You're probably pointing at your screen and just asking this already. Well, did I have any lucid dreams? Yes, I had 6 lucid dreams in total. But what was interesting, the first couple of lucid dreams I had with this stuff were on nights where I didn't take it. So you might be thinking those were lucid dreams that occurred not because of it. But what was interesting is I would take Dreamleaf for 2 days and then stop, and on the 3rd day I would get a lucid dream. And this seems kind of like my experience with Choline capensis and Synaptoleptis kirki. I probably butchered the names there. The dream herbs that I tried before. With those I actually took them for several days and I didn't notice anything when I was taking them. And then I stopped and I just got crazy dreams for days. And it was very, very similar with this initially. But then after I actually tweaked some things, I started getting lucid dreams while I was taking them as well. And so I think I know why that is. Now, I'm not 100% certain about this, but what I think is that if you take the red pill too soon after taking the blue pill, you will not have so many lucid dreams or so high a chance of getting lucid because you will spend less time in REM. That is because there is an ingredient in the blue pill that is meant to put you into deep sleep rather than REM. And then the red pill is meant to make you stay in REM for a longer period of time. But Dreamleaf have said on their website not to actually take them at the same time because they'll interfere with each other, and I think that's what they mean. I think the thing in the blue pill will interfere with REM if it is still fully in effect when you take the red pill. So what I think happened for me is I think that for me personally, the 4-hour recommendation that they give to take the red pill 4 hours after you go to sleep wasn't quite long enough, and I think the blue pill was still, in my system, still suppressing REM and still putting me in deep sleep, so I wasn't getting the lucid dreams until the next day. And the reason that I think I was getting them the next day is because the stuff in the red pill, on the other hand, has a very long half-life, which means that it stays in your system for quite long, so the next day it's still going to be producing some effects on your dreams, but without the blue pill there to interfere. Now, when I took the red pill on its own, I also got similar effects, but I noticed that overall I do prefer using both. I just prefer spacing them out a bit more. So for me what worked was something around 4.5 to 5 hours of sleep. But what I suggest doing is following their guidelines, using 4 hours, and then seeing how that works for you, and if it doesn't work for you, then adjust it. Because for me personally, I've often noticed that with anything, like if I drink a drink of alcohol, it stays in my system longer than for the average person. So I think that could be why it was like that. But do experiment, and if it's not working for you with 4 hours, don't be afraid to try 5 hours or try 3 hours or something. But in general, what I noticed is that all of the lucid dreams seem to be produced by the red pill. I don't think that I got any lucid dreams directly from the blue pill alone. I think they all came from the red pill. But what I do think the blue pill did is it massively increased my dream recall and made the dreams more vivid and crazy and weird and so on. But it also did something else, and that's something that I really want to touch on now. Because it did something that I did not expect whatsoever from Dreamleaf. And honestly, this is the best part of it for me, because when I went to try Dreamleaf, I was trying it to help you guys out. I wanted to see if it works, because I want to know, if you guys should actually get it, or if you guys should avoid it, whatever. I don't want you guys making bad decisions on that. For me though, I don't really need any sort of dream supplement because I've been lucid dreaming for so long that it's relatively easy for me that I kind of feel like, getting a supplement to add to it doesn't really benefit me that much anymore. Whereas when I was, a beginner, it was a lot more beneficial to me. So I kind of didn't expect to find any, real massive personal use from this. I thought, I'm going to get a nice review out of it, I'm going to be able to tell you guys whether it's good or not. But even if it is, good for lucid dreaming, it's not going to have a particular use for me. But I was actually quite wrong there, and that is because of something else that it did. And in particular, this was the blue pill. What I noticed is that the blue pill helped me with my insomnia. This was kind of unexpected, but as you guys may know, I sometimes struggle to fall back asleep, or to fall asleep in the first place. And recently, I had a little bit of that again. It was taking me, say, an hour or an hour and a half to fall asleep. It wasn't as bad as it's been before where I just couldn't fall asleep, but it was taking me a bit longer. But I noticed something from the first day that I tried Dreamleaf, when I actually took the blue pill, when I actually went to bed, I fell asleep very, very quickly and very, very deeply. And that was the way it was every single day. And while the red pill didn't produce that effect whatsoever, the red pill, didn't really stop me from sleeping. I've heard some people saying that stuff like choline and that in the red pill can actually make it harder for you to get to sleep, but I didn't experience that whatsoever, even when I took just the red pill on its own. But I did notice that the blue pill actually helped me sleep. And that was very, very unusual for me because not many sleep aids work for me, really. Like, I've tried all these, herbal sleeping things like valerian root and stuff like that. Melatonin can sometimes work for me if I get exactly the right amount at like the right time and stuff. So I honestly don't know whether Choline will work for me because it is, melatonin, valerian and stuff like that. But this blue pill from Dreamleaf actually did work to get me to sleep. So it actually did have something that I found very, very useful recently. But the other reason that I wanted to bring this up is because when I actually looked at Dreamleaf, I did feel somewhat concerned about the whole aspect where you have to wake up for the red pill. Because I thought for someone like me who struggles to, get to sleep or stay asleep, this is going to be a problem, and I'm just going to wake up to take the red pill and then not fall back asleep. But I didn't find that to be a problem at all, and I think that the blue pill helped and allowed me to fall back asleep. So if you are someone who's a bit of an insomniac, you might not have to worry about that. Now, as with any supplement, if you actually do intend to try it out, look at all the ingredients and see if they have any interactions with any medication or things that you take. I believe 5-HTP, which is in the blue pill, may have interactions with certain antidepressants and stuff like that. So if you're on anything like that, definitely look it up and see if there are any interactions. Assuming they aren't, is this a good thing to try out? Personally, I enjoyed it and I thought it was quite good. Definitely don't expect a magic pill that's just going to make you lucid every night. That's not how these sorts of supplements work. But this is actually a good lucid dreaming supplement, and it's a good dreaming supplement in general. The blue pill alone is a really good dreaming supplement, although it didn't have much of that lucid dreaming effect. But it was also a good sleep supplement, and so there's that aspect as well. And the red pill is basically specifically for lucid dreaming, and it seemed to improve my dream recall as well. So all in all, I really liked it, and I was very, very pleasantly surprised. Like, I knew by looking at the ingredients that this was likely to work, it was likely to have good effects, and from other people's reviews and so on. But I was very pleasantly surprised, especially with the sleep effect, because that was a godsend for me, really. And so overall, I feel that I can recommend this to you guys. Now, as for who this will help the most, I think the people who will benefit the most from this are people who do struggle from some kind of insomnia, like myself, or people who are very, very new to lucid dreaming and need some kind of boost to get there. If you're already very, very experienced with lucid dreaming and you're having lots of lucid dreams and so on, then you may find more use for the blue pill than for the red pill, simply because of that sleep improving aspect and just the frequency of dreams and having the more vivid and weird and strange dreams and so on. But if you're new to lucid dreaming, then the red pill could also quite help you because it does seem to make you get more lucid. Now, if you are interested in trying Dreamleaf, I'm going to put a link in the description to where you can buy it, and it is an affiliate link. I've actually found that they have an affiliate program on their website, so if you guys are interested in buying it, you can actually support the channel at the same time, because a little percentage of that, if you use the affiliate link, will actually go to me. Now, they do have some other stuff on their website that you might be interested in if you're a lucid dreamer, particularly the Dream Atlas. It's basically like a dream journal that is specifically made for generating dreams. It's not just a regular journal. It's got all sorts of stuff like where you can draw your dream and so on, where you can write certain characteristics and note dream signs and stuff like that. And that looked really cool as well, although I haven't had a chance to try it, so I can't tell you guys whether it's worth getting or not. But look at the things on their website and see if anything interests you and make your own decision. But anyway, all that in mind, I hope my videos help you make a decision on whether Dreamleaf is right for you. And if you enjoyed the video, remember to subscribe up there for more. Also, if you want to support the channel, then check out my Patreon page over there. Thank you guys for watching. Take care.